Is this stupid thing on? I don't know if this is on. Dasner.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, perfect. Yes. I can. Well, okay, you went out again. Dasner, you died. Dasner died. Oh no.
Okay, now I hear you. Because I was hearing you through my regular speakers instead of my headphones, and it was kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yours is probably gonna turn out better quality than mine. I'm just sitting in my fucking room, just recording it on my phone. I'm sure your version will be superior.
Your voice clarity is fine, so don't worry about it.
Okay, all right, that's good.
It's good.
All right, how you doing? And where are you? You live in Poland, don't you?
Yes, in Poland.
That's fun. What time is it over there?
It's like 6 p.m. currently.
Woo! Good for you, dude. That's like the best time of the day.
Yep. I have the whole evening for me.
Fantastic.
So that's good.
We'll play some DVD, dude.
Well, I wanted to, but you're online, so we can do our podcast thing
Yeah,
and discuss the DVD.
Of course, bro. That's me, isn't it? That's horrible. That's a horrible sound. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so I guess we should start with the bug fix patch because that's what is new. What do you think of this shit, bro?
Well, to be honest, I'm not impressed with the bug fix patch.
Well, of course. No, who is, dude?
It's not impressive. It's impressive because it's incomplete. And they had 3 months and also 3 weeks after the PTB to fix all the bugs.
Well, yeah.
Which only confirms what Terrico already said. They have no QA team.
No.
And it's a fact.
Yep, 100%. They have no idea what they're doing. My favorite is, did you see that clip of McLean that surfaced?
No.
Okay, go on the video I just made about the bug fix patch, about the keys and the moris. There is a comment there. I can't remember who posted it, but it's a link to McLean's Twitch. Okay, he's talking about the Legion bug. You know that horrendous Legion bug right now, where he's like going at 115 in Frenzy.
Yeah, I know the bug. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, take.
I think it hasn't been fixed. To be honest.
It hasn't been fixed. I asked. I typed a comment on Raging Ryuga's video, and I asked, "Hey, is Legion fixed, bro?" And he said, "No, Legion is not fixed." Well, the point is,
I thought so.
McLean doesn't even think the bug is real.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't even think it's real.
God.
Yeah, and I'm like, McLean, I fucking stick up.
Why so clueless?
Like he's like somebody asked him, like he was streaming.
Several members of the community already reported that this bug indeed exists. So
and McLean was like,
just fix it.
Somebody asked him. They said, is the bug fixed?" And McLean's like, "I don't even think Legion was ever bugged, bruh." So that's like, bro.
Oh my god.
I don't think Legion was ever bugged, bro. It's like, dude, I stick up for this guy, dude. I think he's the most competent one there. So when the most competent one there says something incredibly dumb, not only does it make me look bad for sticking up for him, but like if he doesn't know, like what do you think Not Queen's doing, bruh? The community manager. You think she is aware Legion's bugged? No.
Oh, she's clueless.
You think Ethan thinks Legion's bugged?
And she's not the game developer. She's a CM.
Oh, who cares, bruh? Who cares about her?
So I think she has no idea about that.
Do you think creepy Ethan, Mr. Meth Head, is he aware of the bug? No, he's not.
I don't think so. Although he once stated during one of the live streams that Legion is his little project.
Yeah, a little bit. I'd be fucking worried if I was a Legion player after hearing that.
Oh yeah.
I'd be fucking worried. Oh, Ethan's keeping an eye on me?
But anyway, It's not the first time McLean is actually saying dumb shit, because
Oh
I
yeah.
was watching one of his streams after the Billy nerf, and he got obliterated by survivors. He was not having fun at all, and yet he defended all the limitations he imposed on Billy. That was really cringeworthy to watch.
Well, I'm sure chat was fucking making fun of him.
Yeah, some people.
Good. He deserves it, bro. I'm sure.
I seriously don't understand this mentality of these devs. Why they always impose limitations on killers, and they demand skill only from killer players. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they only like demand it from us and not from anybody else. That's it. It's the that's what pisses me off. Like, why can't you like demand skill from both sides, bro?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Survivor is really brainless right now.
I
You
know.
just hold M1 and you just gen rush. That's all.
You
That's all
hold.
you have to do to win, basically.
Well, you see, that's why I like characters like Nurse and Spirit, even though I don't play either one very much. Because I think those two, okay, the old Pyramid Head was kind of this way too, at some tiles, not all. I'm talking about the canceling, but like
Yeah.
the Survivor meta, I've been saying this for a little bit. The Survivor meta should be about stealth. I think it should be about stealth and like kind of avoiding the killer in other ways besides like actually
I mean,
juking him.
I don't really mind the looping meta, but unfortunately, most of the maps and loops are very unfair for the killer.
Yeah.
And these loops are way too safe. At every loop, because there is no mind game potential, like anywhere.
Like when you get to a loop, like the problem is when you get to a loop or you get to even a long wall jungle gym is too strong. Like even like that when you
Yeah,
really
of
look
course.
at it, because when you get to these tiles, you're not safe. Well, you're like you're safe. The killer can't get you, and like if the killer makes a read on you at a long wall jungle gym, the killer's reward is usually getting the pallet taken care of.
Yeah.
Like not getting you. Like the killer makes a read, and his reward is he's getting the pallet dropped, and like he doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not advancing his game. The pallet's just getting dropped, and then you have to. That doesn't really help you. Like every killer.
The problem is that most of the maps in this game have so many safe pallets that basically survivors just can drop pallets and they'll be fine.
Yeah,
No skill is actually required.
You
You
just-
can burn all the resources.
especially when the gens start getting done.
Yeah.
Once the gens start getting done, every resource becomes more and more disposable, and that's what a lot of people don't understand about Survivor. So like they'll criticize people if they just throw down the pallets. And it's like it's frustrating to go against when you're a killer when they're just doing that because like you're not
Yeah,
really
it's very
like
frustrating.
getting outplayed. It's just the guy's throwing down the safe pallet and then you're fucking Bubba and you have
There's
to break
nothing you
it.
can do as a killer.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're playing Nurse, maybe, but
Yeah, when you're playing Nurse and Spirits, you can, and it's like okay, who else
yeah,
could do
also Huntress, yeah.
Huntress? But Huntress, Doc, like there's only a few characters that can actually do something about it. If you're playing fucking Myers, you have to take it,
Yeah, exactly.
and like
I
those
know
are
the
the
pain. I main him.
like those are the fucking weak characters, dude. And the ones that can do something about it are the ones that are regarded as OP by the community, and it's garbage.
True. I mean, regular M1 killers suffer the most in this game. That's a fact. Because they don't have time, basically,
No, they don't.
to do anything.
They don't have
Look
time
at
to do
Chopper. He's really bad. I mean, I played him recently. I was bullied hard.
Yeah,
Oh, it was atrocious. Seriously. There
he's
was nothing
bully
they could have
fodder.
done.
yeah, he's bully fodder, bro. Because, bro, I played Trapper the other day at fucking Midwich with Object.
Ooh,
Like,
painful.
he spawned in on the. This is why Object's so bad at Midwich, but like this is why it's especially bad for Trapper because he spawned in at the other side of the first floor, the top floor, right? I was on one side of the top floor at one corner. He spawned in at the other corner, so he was going and setting traps, and I was literally just following him and breaking all of his traps. Because I knew where they were because he set them up, and it's like, yeah, he then chased me, but guess who got looped for 4 gens at Midwich after he
Yeah,
started doing
I know.
that? But
This map
Object's
is
low.
actually terrible when you face Object of Obsession because there's nothing you can do.
Object's low impact, bro.
So,
Almost said
yeah.
so.
Yeah. But
Almost.
come on, Object is fine. What are you talking
Almost-
about?
almost
Harper
said.
confirmed it.
Ethan said low impact perk, bro. it's not really
Just
impacting.
ignore the obsession, Rosie. What are you
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
should have just ignored me, dude. He should have just ignored me as I followed him and disarmed
Yeah.
all the stuff
Sure. Easy, come on.
at fucking Midwoods,
Killers
dude.
should just adapt.
He should have just
They are
adapted,
too
bro.
lazy. Obviously.
I don't know what that kid was supposed
Oh
to
my
do about
God.
that. And like the
Yeah,
best,
but when it comes to these bug fixes you mentioned, I'm not impressed. I mean, I'm glad they actually fixed most of the bugs because seriously, this chapter was a total disaster.
well, did they though?
Such a
Okay,
disappointment.
they fixed Oni. I read that they did fix Oni when
Yeah,
he.
because they turned on the hit validation on, right?
Well, they said
Because
they were
they
going
said that
to,
we are turning it on to never turn it off.
but they should
And what
like.
they did, they turned it off a day later because only was bugged.
Well, yeah, that was funny, dude.
behavior.
We're gonna turn it back on and never turn it off. And also, here's a question I had about that. So we're punishing killers for having bad connection, right? I mean, that's fine. That's fine if you have a bad connection and your hits aren't fair. That's one thing. But like, what about when the survivor has bad connection and they're jittery and we can't hit them?
I think it actually works both ways, Rosie, because if Survivor has a bad connection, then he gets hit.
Okay, so
So it's actually, I think it's just.
like
in that
what
regard.
should happen is like in my perfect mind, what should happen is if the survivor has bad connection and they're jittery, their model should stop moving. Like they should be running in place and be a free hit. If they have bad connection. I don't know if that might be how it works already. I was just in my mind that's what it should be.
Yeah, I mean, I think it will work that way
Because-
when they
oh,
will turn it on. of
well, it's
course,
common sense
because
would say
currently it's
so.
already turned off.
But the last time I played a laggy survivor before they turned it on, so like this is not a knock on hit validation, but the last time I played a laggy survivor, they got a buff for being laggy.
Yeah, exactly. Because they can warp
Yeah,
all around the map, and there's nothing you can do about it.
they get nurse blinks. That's what I always call them. They get
Exactly. Yeah.
they get nurse blinks for.
I know what you mean. It's really annoying sometimes.
I
Yeah,
just
but with his validation on, they will get a hit
I hope so.
from you
Bro.
because it's their fault, not yours.
Yeah. Ideally, if someone has a bad internet, their role is punished. I get like why we
Yeah,
can't have.
exactly.
I get why the killer
You
servers.
you have a bad connection. Well, tough luck,
Yeah.
buddy.
Why are you on the game if you have a bad connection?
Yeah. But his validation is okay, but they need to actually fix Oni, and it will be fine. So I don't have any complaints here. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. So they fixed Oni. We heard about that, but then they like. Okay, obviously Legion wasn't. Legion wasn't fixed. Confirmed by
Yeah.
Ryuga.
Yeah,
Legion's
he's
not
still back.
fixed. They said nothing about Billy.
Hillbilly, I think, is also bugged
Yeah.
because he can randomly overheat his chainsaw.
The overheat was going to be a
So that's
small
fun.
change to his base kit, by the way. Now it's randomly going off during the game. That's good.
Mm.
And then Huntress was bugged because of she couldn't throw anything in the right direction.
Yeah.
Hopefully that thing with Shitslinger's a bug where he's hitting invisible walls.
I think it's just a crappy collision, to be honest, because on some maps there are spots with invisible collision.
No, they
They need
should.
to fix that,
They need to
but-
get rid of those,
yeah.
bro. Because like, when you have characters like that throw projectiles over this stuff, it'd be kind of nice to see what you can hit and what you can't.
Yeah.
But I don't care if like
know.
if your
I know what you
solution
mean.
if your solution's to add like a barrel or something at that invisible hitbox,
I
like
think Freddy is still bugged.
well, with the
They haven't
snares.
fixed Freddy.
Yeah. No, don't worry, dude. They're coming for Freddy. I'm really worried about that.
Oh yeah.
I'm really worried
I bet they
about
are
that.
coming for Freddy.
Half of his add-ons are fucking useless right now. Low key.
Yeah.
It's so like
They lack imagination when it comes to add-on design.
their add-on design's garbage. It's like I can't even believe like you might as well just run nothing. Like that's how bad some of those are. You might as well just run nothing.
Yeah.
When you look at
Most of the
Demogorgon,
add-ons are garbage.
like you might like when you look at a Demogorgon, it's like you're gonna run the rat liver obviously, and then it's like, well, the rest of this shit doesn't do anything. Like I might as well just go
Yeah.
in the game with nothing.
Exactly. Yeah, so bug fix is okay. Sure, nice. I'm glad that hotfix is on the live server, but seriously, we should be getting a complete chapter without any bugs.
Oh yeah,
They
they should
seriously
be.
had like nearly 4 months, so there is basically no excuse for these devs.
They
We are
posted
basically doing their job for free because we are beta testers,
yeah.
and it's really sad and pathetic.
Oh, we were beta testers
Because
on live
I'm
servers.
not getting paid by behavior.
No, we're not.
Where is my salary? Come on.
That's something that J-Man was saying. Like it's our job to find problems in the game, and I'm like, who's paying me? What are you talking about? It's my job to find problems in the
One guy
game
on the forum,
PTB.
I think Jay Allo, it was him probably. He compiled a list of all the bugs. It's like 100 bugs after this chapter dropped.
Woo! Spicy.
Yeah, 100 bugs confirmed.
Okay, 100 confirmed bugs, and they fixed like how many? Not 100.
No.
Not 100, bruh. That makes the bug fix packs look even more useless.
Because it is useless.
Yeah, it's like you didn't fix 100 bugs. You didn't fix half
next
of it.
week. Maybe next week we will get another one, but who knows?
Probably will.
They're not transparent at all. Their communication is shit as always.
Yeah, that's
Just
the
play
thing
the
that
game, buy skins. What are you talking about?
just buy skins.
Stop complaining.
Buy skins, bro. Like, what are you giving us for finding all this stuff?
Buy the Christmas skins. Come on.
I don't want no Christmas skins, bro. I want, bro, fucking. I logged in yesterday and got the 500 shards or whatever. It's like, bro, give me blood points, dude. Like, fuck the shards.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's nice that
Exactly.
I know I'm gonna buy a character with the shards
I want
eventually.
the shards because I can unlock the future chapters
Yeah,
for free. So give me shards. I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking give me the free shards, bro. But
Benevolence of behavior knows no boundaries, Rosie.
I just wish every
The generosity
chapter.
is enormous.
I really feel this way though. Ever since I said it in my fucking video about the Q&A, every chapter, like if you buy the chapter, right? You buy the killer and the survivor. You should get a 1 million blood points. It should come with the chapter. It should be part of it.
Exactly.
1 million blood points because the killer and the survivor aren't even worth $8 for real. That whole idea, it's not worth $8.
The sad part is they don't want you to have all these blood points for free because they want you to grind.
Yeah, I know they do.
I asked Masculine once during the stream why there is this limit of 1 million blood points in the game still. Because the grind is so enormous. And he was like, well, it was imposed many years ago to combat cheaters in the game, right?
Yeah.
Because they could check.
Yeah, they could like hack all the
that
BP into the
in
game.
past. But right now they decided to leave it as is because they don't want people to unlock everything on first go. They want you to grind. They want you to play the game and log in every single day to play.
Well, bruh.
So that's the main reason
That's
for it.
like that's a dedication people just aren't gonna do, bruh. People just won't do that.
Exactly. I mean, some players who are really dedicated to the game will do that. But I mean, come on, the grind is really insane right now. So there's no reason to get this silly limit of 1 million blood points.
And also,
it's annoying, it's dumb, and it's outdated.
Yeah, and it also like when your name is True Talent and you're done with the grind already, it's a lot easier to like keep it going. You know, like when a new one comes out, it's just I gotta level up this character to 50 with my blood point, with my 1 million BP that I save constantly because there's nothing to spend it on.
Yeah.
Like, it's really easy to, like, do that.
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly.
when you're in my position where it's like, bruh, I just got my first character to Prestige 3 and I feel like I completely wasted my time. Like, I wasted so much blood points getting Myers to Prestige 3. And I feel like I really wasted my time. Like, all those blood points could have been on anybody else. Because I'm sitting here going, bruh, like, my Oni doesn't even have Ruin Undying yet. And, like half my roster doesn't have Ruin Undying yet. It's like, dude, Undying's gonna get fucking nerfed before I get it on everybody. For real.
Probably.
It's gonna get nerfed.
Because survivors are complaining that it's too OP.
It's too OP, bro.
And some fog whisperers say that it's too obnoxious.
Yeah. Nice job, Scorpions. You played the fucking pig, dude. Like, your character needs needs the boost she can get. She needs every boost she can get. It's obnoxious, dude.
I know, Pig actually... I know that Pig's weak, okay? But if you play her properly, I think she's quite strong, to be honest.
Well, I mean, she is, but like...
You know, every killer can actually stomp survivors, but you need to do your best. You need to play smart.
The thing with Pig is like...
And Pig's advantage is that she has the natural slowdown in her traps, if it's like with the RNG.
That's her biggest problem though, because like when you play Pig well, but it's like, bruh, What determines if you play pig well or not is how long they keep the fucking traps on, for the most part. It gives you more room to fuck up. It is essentially. Like, if that guy keeps the bear trap on for all 4 boxes, that bought you a solid 2 minutes. If the guy gets it off if that guy gets it off in 15 seconds, it didn't do anything for you. It's like, there's no set way. Like I've heard the buff where it'd be like one trap would do the first box, one the second box, one the third box, one. You know what I'm saying? Like, would even her out a little bit.
I know what you mean.
I just feel like she needs evened out. I think that would be a really big buff for her if you were to even her out. Because I feel like every time I play them, 3 of the traps come off in at least 2 boxes.
Yeah, I know the pain.
My RNG
I'm not a pig main by any stretch of imagination, but she needs some changes, definitely.
Okay. She's out.
I think she's a rework of her power, to be honest.
She needs something, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, they'll hit her before they hit Myers. Did you realize something? After they hit her, because I'm predicting they're gonna buff her either this year or next. Not this year because it's too late for that. But 2021, 2022, I'm predicting they buff her. Okay, and when they buff her,
maybe we'll see.
When they buff her, Myers is gonna be the worst licensed character in the game because they're gonna buff Demo, and then they're gonna buff Pig.
True.
And then Myers will be the worst licensed character in the game after they do all that.
But they need to look at Myers. That's I think that's not confirmed yet, but I think they will, because some of his add-ons are deemed way too strong, like Tombstone Piece, for example, which I do agree. It's a cancerous add-on in my opinion. It shouldn't be in the game. It should be totally reworked. Unlimited Tier 3? I don't know. Maybe they should change it somehow. I don't know. I liked your video about Myers buffs, so...
Well, see, here's the thing with Unlimited Tier 3. Unlimited Tier 3 is like... Okay, it's good for, like, when you injure people, right? Because it's good to put everybody into instant down. But, like, after that, like, after you proc it and everybody knows what you're doing, they're just going to stay injured. And then you're not really getting much out of it. You're like you might have gotten.
And you still need to remember that Dead Hard is in the game, right?
It doesn't counter Dead Hard because but survivors don't mind being injured because of Iron Will and Dead Hard.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why
These perks are very strong. I think actually Dead Hard is the strongest perk in the entire game.
It's one of them. It's either that or DS.
Oh, that's because when used properly, it can waste a lot of your time.
I was in a chase the other day, and I dead-harded, right? I dead-harded to a pallet and got to it against a trapper. I think this was the same trapper on Midwich you're talking about earlier. And then I proceeded to, like, loop him for another, like, minute. And I'm like, bruh, dead-hard literally just bought me a minute of time. Like, I just dead-harded. I pressed the X button and dropped it. It's an extra hit point is what it is. And I've been saying this for a while, too. In the game, the fundamental balance of the game is balanced around 2 hits. So when you give survivors 3 hit points in a chase, that's really bad. Because when every survivor takes 3 hits in a game that's fundamentally balanced around having to get 2 hits, you can see why the killer's not going to have enough time to do anything.
Exactly. Metal of Man says hi, by the way.
Fuck that perk, dude. I love how I made that stupid video about how to buff all the survivor perks. I got to Metal Man, and I'm like, yeah, Metal Man needs a buff. I'm not doing it. I'm not buffing this perk.
Yeah.
Fuck that perk, dude. Unless you give it a complete rework, it has to stay bad.
To be honest, pure cancer. I have no idea what the devs were thinking.
The most frustrating thing...
Obviously, they weren't thinking.
The most frustrating thing about that is because that was like 2 months after they changed Decisive Strike. So we were all like, like I don't know if you remember this. There was a time when the DS change happened, it was celebrated. Like, we were all like really happy about that change. Now look at us. Bro, DS needs hit again. Debatably buff.
I think that the DS change...
Dude, it changed the whole...
John is actually very good.
The DS change, changed the entire game. It changed the whole way we have to play the game. Because you can't just tunnel anybody. And like when you really think about it. Because before Decisive Strike, before the DS change, you could tunnel anybody off hook. anybody.
True.
And now, like, if there's an obsession, you can't tunnel anybody. You forget that. Like the only times I remember it are like when games when without the obsession. It's like, wow, I can tunnel this game. Like I could kill that guy off hook if I chose
Sometimes you
to.
have to take shortcuts as a killer, so
Yeah.
that's normal.
But like it's like yeah,
I
sometimes you have to
personally
take
don't
guess.
like tunneling, but sometimes you have to.
I only tunnel in disadvantage, like if I'm losing. Because if you actually get a tunnel to go off, that's like massive reward. But like that DS
Yeah,
is in the
true.
game, so it can be considered high risk now because of DS. Because if you're getting hit by DS, like if you like are even with a team, okay, and somebody just gets off like your ghost phase or something, and you get the guy off of second hook, and then you take the poor save, you get him because you're don't have borrow time because you're ghost phase. It's like if you pick that guy up, if you hook him right now, you're gonna win the game. But if you hit DS, if you get DS, you're probably gonna lose the game. So like
It stops your momentum to a crawl. That's the problem with this perk.
yeah,
And it can be very unfair because survivors can force it on you.
yep.
When you are applying too much pressure and you're downing people left and right, it can really screw you over and it's very unfair.
Especially
It always
when
leaves a
there's
bad taste in my mouth because I'm not tunneling and
Yeah.
yet I'm eating DS all the time.
it's bad, especially
And
when they
that's
have the same
really
skins.
annoying.
Yeah. When they have the same skins, that's when it gets really. That's when I have an issue with it. When they have the same skins, because it's like it's confusing enough
Oh, yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
remember who you hooked in a game where there's like some. Like I had a game yesterday. I had a Kate and then I had a Yui in the match, and the Yui was wearing like a Kate like dress, and it was really confusing the shit out of me. I think it was a Yui. I don't know. There's-
What they should do, I think, is introduce hook icons above the portraits of survivors.
oh, they're not gonna do that.
So
it would be
you know
nice.
at
Yeah.
which hook state they are. That'd be very useful.
See, that'd be fantastic, but that'd be such a good buff for
Yeah.
us. That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen because
That's-
of behavior.
That'd
Obviously.
be such a like that's one of those things where like,
Okay,
dude, that
but
is so
let's get back
good.
to the patch notes and bug fixes. I was really quite surprised when I noticed this line about Mori nerfs.
Oh, that.
I was like, okay, what is that doing here? May I ask? Because it was a hotfix, right? So
Yeah.
they should just fix the bugs, and suddenly we are getting Mori change. Why, may I ask, behavior? And why no keys?
It's the Mori change is not why people are upset. It's like a lot of people are going, ha, baby killers complaining about Mori nerfs. It's not the fact that like I don't use Moris, and I know you don't either. Like
Yeah.
I don't use them, so it's not. And like in fact, because of these nerfs now, they're probably at a spot where they're actually usable. Like do you know like it's a DS counter. Like yeah,
Yeah.
still a little strong, but like they're at a power level now where like I'm fine with that. If DS is gonna continue to be busted, a DS counter like that as an offering, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
That like they're at
Yeah,
a stage where
exactly.
I might actually run them a bit more now. Not every game, and I'll
I noticed that survivors are not dodging Mori games anymore.
Yeah.
So they actually accomplished something to
Yeah.
make the game better.
yeah.
for
The Mori
both sides,
change
because
is good.
Ebony Mori, let's face it, it was too strong. I'm not
Ebony
using
Mori,
Moris at
Nurse,
all.
Spirit.
I have like 70 Moris on Mars. So
Yeah, it's like I'm not using them anyway, so a thing to encourage their use by making them less like sure, and like the Moris are fun. The yellow one should be fucking base anyway, where you can kill
Yeah,
the
it
last
should be
survivor.
base,
That
I
should be
agree.
base. It's fun. It's a good way to cap off your win. It'd be nice if that was base, but so that's not the problem. The problem is you didn't put a key change in with it. Like it could have been the stupidest
Exactly.
fucking key change ever. Like it could have been. It could have been.
They
like,
actually posted their reasoning on the forums.
Yeah.
I think it was Mandy Talk who posted
Of
that.
course it
And she
was.
said that it was much easier for them to change Moris because that only required them to flip a number.
See, that's what
And
Scott
with
Junn
keys,
said.
it's much more complicated matter to
Bullshit.
actually change them.
Well, here's what I said. Like, you know what? I understand that a key rework is going to take time. I understand that. Because this is what something Scott Junn was saying in his video. Fuck Scott Junn. But he was saying this shit in his video, too, about how the key rework is going to be more time, and then the more you just flip a number. Completely disagree with that. Why can't they program a small, tiny change to keys until they get the rework ready? Why can't they say the purple key will only work
Yeah.
when 3 survivors are dead? So it's like it only works if the killer closes hatch. And then why can't they program a hotfix to the pink one where it only works after 2 survivors are dead? Why can't they do that? That's flipping a
That would
number.
have been fine. In
Like,
my opinion,
I
that would
would-
have been fine.
I would have said, you know what? I mean, I get they're probably reworking this, but until the real change is ready, give us this change to make them bad. Please.
Exactly. Keys are really cancerous, and they are overused. I'm always dodging keys now.
Yeah, every time I see the key, I dodge it. Sometimes I don't see it because they're tiny. That's another problem with them. The most OP item in the game is really, really tiny. The most OP item in the game should have a big flashing warning sign that you're about to go into a game against it.
I used to play against keys. I didn't mind them all that much, but it's really disheartening when you're having a good match and suddenly they're out because they had a key. So, no, not anymore.
It got really bad. I remember
It's too frustrating.
one of the games I was really upset about that I got keyed in was I was actually on Switch. I was playing the Plague, okay? Actually at Temple. I was playing Plague on her map. I the first 3 gens were like flew really fucking fast, right? And
Yeah, typical.
and then like I started to get moving. Like I got a ton of momentum finally, and then eventually the 4th gen pot I actually killed somebody, and I was about to fucking like get the fucking teabaggers, and then key, they're gone. Like you know, they 3-gen themselves. There was 1 gen left, and it was about time for the game to start heading in my favor, and then they keyed me because they knew that they were gonna lose.
That is why moris and keys should be changed at the same time, and there is no excuse for these devs to change only one side.
They took something that the player base
Community is already pissed, and you can see it on the forums. People are complaining about this.
it
We
makes
basically
no
got
sense.
behaviored again.
Yeah, it makes no sense that this is something the player base like agrees upon. That this shit is all dumb. It ruins the game when it's there. You took something that this was so easy for you to like make a positive change and for people to go, good job, behavior. You did something right. This was so easy for you to do, and you didn't even do that. You didn't even do it, bro.
First of all, I think
And also,
what Survivor mains should understand is that having 3-minute matches is not fun for anyone.
I don't.
Because
Yeah, no.
even when you escape as a survivor and you have like 12 or 15k BPS, was that really worth it?
No.
I don't think so. Because I had matches when I was playing as a survivor and I died, and I had like 25k BPS, and I died.
And you
So
bit, and you
that's
rank
a
up.
quality match in my opinion, because I did stuff during the match. The match lasted like 10 minutes or 15 minutes even, and it was fun.
Yeah,
Leaving with a key, I'm sorry, it's not fun. It's just pathetic.
and plus when you gen rush like that, you D-rank.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it's-
I don't care about ranks, to be honest.
Well, yeah, me neither, because the ranks don't mean
I
anything.
don't give a crap about emblems or rank.
No, it's stupid that the reason why people don't care about them, dude, it's so obvious to me. Like, people go, rank doesn't matter, emblems don't matter. Like, the reason this stuff doesn't matter is because it doesn't coincide to the win condition. The biggest lie in this community is that the game doesn't have a true win condition. That's the biggest lie in this entire game, and the way we balance it is like dedicated to the
I'm
notion that
always
we don't
using,
have a win
the metrics
condition.
from Identity 5.
The win condition
2
is
escapes is a tie.
yes,
And 3 escapes, I'm sorry, killer lost the
yes,
game.
kill or loss. I don't care about the ranked. I don't care, bro. Plus, the way that the ranks the way that the ranks go off is like, bro, if you played Legion in a game where 3 people got out, you probably might still rank up. If you were playing Plague, you're fucking D-ranking. Like, it's a killer dependent system. It's the true win condition of the game is the kills. And everybody knows that because everybody subconsciously plays the game as if that was the win condition. Because they get frustrated when people are getting out. They're happy when they fucking win. When they're actually getting out. Like, no one actually cares about this shit. It's just a way that you can like go, whoa, what's the true win condition of the game, bro? Wow, what a mystery.
Exactly.
What a mystery.
I remember Scott's John's video about this, that He was actually asking this question to everyone.
What's
What is the win
What's
condition
the win
in DVD?
condition of DBD? Bruh! What do you mean, what's the sure win condition? If it's the emblems, what was the win condition when the game came out?
Yeah,
Well, when there was
exactly.
no emblems. Was wow, they just released DVD with no way to win. No, dude, it's such that like fucking bullshit. It's all pseudo intellectual garbage. The win condition of the game is the kills versus the not kills, dude. Somebody can
exactly,
Scott Jun
exactly.
and a copy of Identity V and say, Scott Jun, play this. This is how we do it.
I remember I had matches when I killed all 4 survivors and I deranked.
Yeah, I had that
But
problem as
even
well.
though I deranked, in my opinion, in my book, that was a win.
Yeah,
They played poorly. I won. Sorry.
yeah, but no, you D-rank.
Yeah, I deranked.
You D-rank. Because you
I
didn't.
killed them too fast.
Yeah, dude, you didn't do the game right. Entity
Yeah,
displeased
obviously.
with 4 sacks. It doesn't make any sense. Even in terms of the game's fucking lore, that doesn't make any sense. The entity's displeased with a 4K. Killing all 4 survivors, entity displeased. It makes a lot more sense when you realize entity displeased actually means developers displeased. Swap
Yeah, developers displeased. Mm-hmm.
developers displeased, bro. You killed them too fast. Developers displeased. You shouldn't have done that. You didn't give them a fun match, bruh.
So give me more time as a killer, maybe.
Like, bruh, it's like, dude. I mean, the numbers talk for us. When they nerfed Survivor and fixed those loops, like 25,000 players came back to the game.
Yeah.
Like, everyone talks about, you can't nerf Survivor because it won't be fun. When they nerfed Survivor, 25,000 players came back, and not all of them were killer. Because the people that realize that Survivor's brain dead easy leave the game, too. They leave the game, too. And then what's like, well, Survivor might be a challenge. Let's actually go back and see if they fixed it. People want the killers strong.
What really pisses me off in this game is that Survivor players, especially these toxic ones, have no respect for you as a killer or a player.
Zero. You're right.
You're basically a garbage, trash, killer main, and they want to bully you. It's a bully simulator, and it's a fact. When I play as a survivor with my mates, or alone for that matter, I do regular stuff. I'm not toxic at all.
Yeah.
I'm just doing gens and I want to win.
Yeah.
That's my only objective. I want to win, so I need to play smart. But there are teams out there who are typical bully squads, and that's really pathetic.
Dude, the bully squads came out in droves for the Twins, bro.
Oh yeah.
Every other game.
I agree.
Every other game was a bully squad. Like, every single thing. Like, they were there. They were there, and they were there to bully, because they knew the killer was bad. I have never played so many bully squads in my life, dude, from when the Twins came out. Like, it was just incredible how many bully squads were there. And they can really show you. That's why, like, I hate the bully squads, but God forbid they come out and make the game, they show you the real balance of the game. Because, like, bruh, they just swarmed me at Coal Tower. That game's on my channel. They just swarm you. And they can't do anything about it because the character's weak.
They can't, no.
It's just
when you face good Survivor Friends team, the coordination is so strong, there's nothing you can do as a killer.
Nothing.
I mean, you can try, but you will lose. It's a fact.
Your realistic goal against a 4-man Swift should be, okay, how do I get 2? Can I get 2? Maybe?
Yeah.
Is that realistic? Probably. Some killers, probably not. You ain't getting 2 with Plague. Fuck off. You ain't getting 2 with her. You ain't getting 2 with Demo.
Plague also needs a rework, in my opinion, because she's really, really weak.
Yeah, she's bad.
I think she's weaker than the Plague, to be honest.
I think so too. Especially like with those stats coming out, and Pig's potential to be A tier. Like, no. Plague is like C tier. When Plague,
I agree.
Dude, when all's said and done, when like you were sitting here at a situation where Plague might be the worst killer in the game, and I'm not even lying to you, because Clown going to high tier after he gets a Freddy buff.
You know, actually, I think Clown is a little bit better than the Plague, because at least he can deal with loops faster. So, yeah, he has an advantage over the Plague. But Plague, she actually has no power, in my opinion. I always cleanse in every match against the Plague, because I find her too easy.
Oh, dude, it
to just
actually.
loop around.
And then here's the thing.
She's really bad. I mean,
Well, here's one thing I've been saying about her. I've said this about her since she came out, and a lot of people were like, "Cleansing's bad. Don't cleanse against her because she'll become OP."
no,
But
it's
here's
not.
the thing: if you
It's not bad at all.
Plague is the only character in the game where the survivors can literally heal in 5 seconds. Really, seriously, she's the only character in the game where you can have everybody injured, and then 5 seconds later, you have no pressure if they choose to cleanse.
Yeah.
Okay? And then it's like, wow, well, they gave you Corrupt Purge, dude. But here's the fucking thing about that. If you have a 3-gen over here, and then you have 4 corruptions on the other side of the map, you're going to really waste time and leave your 3-gen to go get the corruptions?
Yeah.
Of course not.
Exactly.
Of course not.
That's the problem with the plague. That's the problem.
She should have an iridescent where if somebody cleanses, she gets Corrupt Purge instantly and doesn't have to go to the fountain.
Exactly.
I'll get
That
to
would be
her
great
buffs
change.
later, but that should be one of her iridescents, where somebody cleanses,
Yeah.
it immediately goes to her, so it becomes corruption instantly. It would have some weaknesses
you
too,
know,
because then everybody could.
She can be lethal. She can be lethal when you're out in the open.
Yeah, but
I
like
agree.
so can everyone
But when
else.
you're at the loop or a jungle gym, not really, because you can easily hide.
Yeah, and then
you
like
can duck, you can avoid it, so it's not a big deal.
And there's
you
an
can stun
issue.
her with a pallet and deny her power.
there's an issue with her hitboxes too, because if like
Oh,
one
yeah.
if once it like I've been bitching about this too. Say you like puke. This is so I love talking about the plague because it's so weird. Like I've never thought I'd have this conversation. When you puke, right, and like a strand of vomit flies out, and one tiny piece of that strand of vomit touches something, the entire puke goes away. It's like, bro, the rest of the puke was flying right at the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's just gone. She's horrible, dude. She's really bad.
They need to change it because it's really annoying. So I would like to main her, to be honest, because the character is really cool.
Yeah.
I like her design, I like her power, but unfortunately she's too frustrating to play.
Yeah,
in my
she's
opinion,
bad.
and she's too weak.
She has her like what happens with her is like she's like on paper she doesn't need early like she could do Ruin Undying on paper, but like here's the thing with her: if she loses like 3 gens before she has control of the match, I know the early game doesn't matter, Tofu, but like here's the thing: if she loses 3 generators,
It matters.
if she loses 3 gens, she's done. Because they will just go cleanse, because the good survivors know when to do it. And they know your ass isn't going halfway across the map to get a corruption. They know that. And then all of a sudden you have no pressure. Like, bruh, her board state can just be completely wiped out. That is not bad. It's not a bad play to cleanse against her. If you can do it right, it just
That's
breaks
what
the
I'm
game
saying.
against her.
I'm always cleansing against her because I don't like to play against her when I'm always sick. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm not using Dead Art, so yeah, that's that.
Yeah, you're not using Dead Hard.
I'd rather have 2 health states.
You like balanced gameplay. That's why you don't use Dead Hard.
I don't like the perk, to be honest.
Well-
So I'm not using it. Sometimes I'm using it, but not all that much.
I use it because I'm an asshole.
I know you are.
I use it
And
because
also object of obsession
I'm
on your
the-
Claude.
yeah.
That's a filthy combo.
Hey, it's all right, dude. Somebody has to do it. Someone's got to
I
fucking.
know.
Someone's
It's
got
a
to show the
necessary evil
killers.
for science.
That's me, bro. It's for science. I run object of obsession for science. And
Yeah.
plus, dude, almost sides with me. It's low impact.
Okay, so we covered the patch,
Yes.
more or less.
We haven't talked about the twins
And let's
yet.
talk about the twins.
So we haven't talked about the
let's
twins
talk
yet.
about Charlotte and Victor Deschayet. Am I pronouncing that right?
Chalet.
I think so.
Chalet. By the way, but before we talk about Charlotte and Victor, can I just say Elodie is one annoying bitch?
Why?
Because she screams, bruh. If you play,
Yeah.
if you play Elodie against the Doctor, bruh, you think Laurie Strode's screams are bad? Oh my god, this bitch coming out making Laurie look pussy. She is so fucking
know.
annoying, dude. It's like, bruh, how do you take one of the hottest character models they've ever released and make her annoying? Like, she is awful.
The worst stream in the game, actually, in my opinion, belongs to Yui Kimura.
Yui's?
It's too loud. Yeah, Yui's stream, it's too loud. Oh my god.
Bruh, I don't know,
Every
dude.
time she gets hooked, my head is about to explode. Seriously.
Bruh, fucking Elodie makes me need earphones, but whatever. Okay, so we're moving on to the twins.
Yeah.
Bruh, I really think the twins can be like top tier. I really, really do. But they
Really?
need fixed. They're like they have so
So you're talking about the potential.
yeah, I'm talking about the
of the
potential.
twins to be top tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because bruh, in Identity V, Dreamwitch is broken.
She is broken.
I don't know
I
if
agree.
she's still broken because I know they had to nerf the shit out of her. But like the last time that I was watching Identity V, people like they figured her out and she was being played consistently at top level. At Call of the Abyss 3, she was like the second most played character. Like she is a broken concept on paper because the whole
Yeah, but
limitation of
She is.
killer is that there's one person on the board. Having more than one person on the board is
In
broken.
Identity V, I think she's even more broken because she has like 3 familiars, I think.
She's
She
got
can move around the
yeah.
map.
She has like 4. She has like the potential to get 5 or 4 of those
yeah, that's
things on
even
the
more
board.
broken.
Like she's broken, and so like even 2 is really really good. The problem is that like I think they can be top tier, and I think I'm talking about the twins now. And I think even with some I think they just need some buffs, and then they could like be top tier. First of all, if the latch wasn't in the game, they would be top tier right now. The latch is horrendous. If they could just like go around, you know what I mean? If they could just like truly play separated, they'd be top tier. But they can't play
I
separated.
know what you mean, yeah.
They cannot play separated because of the latch and the locker bullshit. That locker mechanic is awful.
Oh, come on, Rosie. You can look a survivor for 10 seconds in the locker
You can block them for 10.
after the patch.
I want someone to explain to me why they didn't look at the concept of that bug of Victor being able. I know, like him just flying into the locker was stupid. I know that, but I can't believe somebody didn't.
But it was funny.
But no, dude, like, was that really a bug? That's my question. Was that
No,
really
I
a
think,
bug?
I think it was a feature.
That was a
because the twins
feature.
were actually much better.
Like, bruh, the twins have a crippling balance issue with the lockers. Oh, but there's a bug that you can hit people at the lockers now. Like, really, dude? That was a really convenient bug, wasn't it? That made them playable on release.
It was.
That was a real convenient bug.
It was a feature, in my opinion.
Yeah, there was
bug.
no way that wasn't intentional, but that's beside the point. How come they didn't look at that and go, wow, this is probably what we should do? This blocking people inside thing is really stupid. Let's, like, make an animation where Victor can, like, get them.
Yeah, open the locker.
Open
and
the
hop in.
locker.
Exactly.
My boy's got thumbs. He can open the damn locker, bruh.
You know, after the chapter dropped, when I noticed this bug for the first time, I thought for a second there, like, oh, they actually gave Victor an additional power. Cool.
Nah, dude. They ain't give Victor shit.
I was like, okay, the animation is not yet ready, but he has an advantage now against lockers.
That was definitely there just to stop the exploit and making the character look really bad. Because it's much easier to say, oh, guys, it's a bug. Sorry. Than the character is just horrendously bad. There was no way that wasn't intentional. But, like, okay. I don't know how much... you said you haven't been playing them much because of the bugs. And I completely understand that.
Matches, but not much.
Here's the thing with them, dude. If you get everybody injured, Victor can win the game. Like, just right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
by himself.
That's why I think they can be top tier. But, dude, you know who's top tier in these games? People that can slug. Slugging is top tier. Not hooking. Because the act of actually going around and hooking 12 survivors is...
Hooking actually can lose you the game.
Yeah.
When you're playing as the nurse, you need to slug.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Slugging is good. And when you combine a power that invalidates loops with slugging, that's top tier in this game. And the twins can do both. Victor invalidates looping because he goes at 150 and his shit goes over pallets. And he moves at and then they slug. That's top tier. They have some issues. It would be nice if they would make Victor easier to get over the pallets with, and it would be nice if they buff they need to buff the pounce to where he can actually chase you around a tire.
It's also stupid, in my opinion, that every time you get on a car or a barrel or a crate, for that matter,
You die.
Victor dies.
Yeah, that is
Why?
dumb. Like, dude,
That makes no sense.
well,
in my
okay,
opinion.
I actually,
Seriously.
when I was playing them yesterday, I actually figured out kind of why they decided to do that. Because, well, this is why, I'm not saying I agree with it, this is just why. Because if you jump on a pallet and just sit there, the survivor can't kick you. And that is literally why you die. That's why you die.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why you
You're
die.
right.
Because they didn't want to, like, give you a situation where you get a pounce, you miss, and then the survivor doesn't have the opportunity to kick you. That's why it's in the game. It's stupid because, for God's sakes, bruh, you're punished enough by the fact you missed a pounce and have to go on cooldown for 3 seconds. That's punishing enough. The devs
Yeah, but
don't
here
understand
appears
time.
the main problem with this killer, in my opinion, because I feel that every time Victor gets kicked in the face, you're basically eating a DS, in my opinion, because you're wasting too much time.
Sometimes even worse, because, like, here's what, like, in my video about how to play them, like, if you play them, some people actually do this. They release Victor at the start of the game. It's still happening, and I don't know why people are doing it.
It's not a good idea.
If you send Victor out and get kicked, you're getting kicked can result in a stun where you literally get sent halfway across the map, even if you hit it. Like, your punishment for that play is that you literally get sent halfway across the map for your fuck up. No other killer in the history of the game has had that issue. If fucking fuck, who's bad right now? Myers. If Myers misses his attack, he's still right on top of you.
True.
If Victor misses his attack, you could send the killer halfway across the map. That is really, really,
That's a big
really
issue,
bad.
because when you start the match, you release Victor, right? So
Yeah.
you're wasting time already.
Yeah.
You're searching throughout the map for survivors. Suddenly, you see someone, you miss the pounce, you'll get kicked, and you wasted like 30 or so seconds. That's probably 3 or 4 gens done.
Yeah, right. Just with that one decision right there. The devs.
And what do you have as a killer? You have basically nothing.
But, like,
And
dude,
that's the big problem.
even if you hit the pounce, and then you get teleported halfway across the map. Because, like, survivors don't really get, like, when Victor is approaching you with no Charlotte around, that's not a threat. You can't get down by just Victor with no injures. Victor's not a threat.
When I play against the twins, I'd love to get pounced by Victor, because I'm taking you for a ride.
Yeah, and and then you Yoda strat him for
Because
45
Yoda
seconds.
strat is still OP.
Yeah, it's 40. Like, dude, 45 seconds. That's fucking. You just lost. You lost.
Yeah.
45 seconds. You lost the game right there. The
I
devs
was playing
don't
yesterday with my
get.
friends, and we were facing the twins 2 times. The first one was on Ormond, and the second match was on the new Yamaoka map, Temple of Sanctum of Wrath.
Ew.
So basically, I took Victor for a ride like 3 times, and he enjoyed it.
Of course he did. he's giving you.
Killer basically had no power for 45 seconds.
That killer
every
player
time,
wasn't
every
enjoying
single
it.
time.
And then it's like, what? And then what
And
happened?
that's really filthy.
And what happens after the 45 seconds go up? Victor gets recalled every single time.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
you're not getting
That
punished.
was what happened. That was what happened. Yeah.
Like in that fucking in the fucking patch notes, they were like, there is great risk to holding Victor. Bruh,
No,
motherfuckers
there's no
getting
risk
recalled
at
every
all.
single time because no player, after losing 45 seconds of time, is going to waste an additional 15 seconds of time getting to the fucker, and then if you're running dead hard, still have 2 health points of a chase to do in order to get Victor back. It's much easier to press the fucking button.
Yeah.
Like, bruh.
I think that they should really decrease the time limit to, like, I don't know, 15 seconds maybe.
Bruh.
But 45, disgusting.
Mine is just, why can't she call him back whenever she wants? That's my thing.
True.
Why can't you hit somebody and then immediately call him back?
Although, Rosie, that would carry a risk that you can just spam Victor all the time and down people left and right. So maybe there should be a timer, but not 45 seconds for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but like, if that happens, you recall Victor back, and then you have to wait for the cooldown of the power I mean, I'd be all for increasing the cooldown by 5 seconds if you call him back. If he gets kicked, the cooldown's exactly where it needs to be. But if you recall him back, make the timer on Victor have to wait a little bit to come back. I don't know.
Well,
I'm just spitballing.
This will definitely need some adjustments, but unfortunately, as we learned from the QA, from the devs, it will take months before the changes to the twins. So
well, that's right.
Unfortunately, we're stuck.
Bro, they can't
with this character.
They haven't even fixed the fucking blight yet with the camera.
Yeah, I know.
Because
know.
like Ethan's like, the animation team has been slammed by the twins. Why? Why can't the animation team tell you, bruh, the blight's a bigger priority right now? Why can't we fix blight first before we do twins? How about that? Let's make sure blight's done.
You know, Rosie, I don't understand one thing, right? Because every other killer has their POV in the right spot. So basically, they do have the template for that, right?
Uh-huh.
So what's the problem of using that template and just move the animation of his hands higher up? I don't get it. They already have everything done. Why is it so complicated?
My question is...
I'm not a game developer, but for Christ's sake, I mean, it's not quantum physics, right?
What the hell's the problem with Blight's camera? That's my question. Whenever I play him, he's fine. Is it...
You know,
like, what's the issue?
It's too low to the ground, in my opinion.
It is? Like... Does that mean you can't see over things? Is that the issue?
Yeah, that's the problem. Sometimes I'm looping a survivor near a crate, and I can't see.
So this is something we want.
That's annoying.
I was always just confused about this. It's like, if it's a little bit wonky, but like nothing that one day of work couldn't fix. Like seriously, just one solid day. That's probably all it'll take, if even that. Like I never want to like underestimate how hard it is to like do some of these changes. I know nothing about programming, but like, like 1 day maximum is probably all that would take for real.
I mean, as I said before, they already have the template, right?
Yeah.
They have the template for the POV, for Hag, and for other killers. So use the template.
Yeah.
And adjust what needs to be adjusted.
Even if it looks silly. Like, here's the thing. I don't care how silly something looks. If the balance is okay, I'm alright with that. Like, Victor jumping inside of a locker. That ignores physics, but the balance is okay. So it's like, while we get a real change ready, that's fine. But the real change we got is garbage.
That hotfix, that fixed the lockers, is a nerf.
Yeah, basically, yeah. The very first change that they got was a nerf, because that fucking huge... 10 seconds... you can only get 46 meters. That's like barbecue chili range, barely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's horrific.
So maybe it's a good idea actually to use Iron Maiden now
Probably.
to counter this bullshit. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet.
Iron Maiden is bad. 15 seconds of exposed is garbage.
Yeah,
so
true.
And like, I have a question about the twins. Can Victor down people with exposed, or is that something Charlotte can only do?
To be honest with you, I have no freaking idea.
I think it's something only Charlotte can do. That'd be my guess. Dude, Victor has no synergy with like anything.
You know, Victor, in my opinion, is a glorified projectile.
He is.
Just like Huntress hatchets, right?
Yeah.
And Noed is not applied to hatchets.
Yeah.
So I don't think so.
I don't think he can. So it's like... But like, just... okay, well here's the thing. If you do run Iron Maiden on them now... It might actually be alright, because the 10 seconds of exposed, like, it kind of gets added to... Because, like, Charlotte will be walking over there, they're going to break out because 10 seconds is not enough time. And then,
exactly,
there was a comment on my video that said, don't forget about Charlotte's 3-second wake-up animation. So you basically only get to move 7 seconds over there, and then you get some time... to act before, and so then you get so like, yeah, Iron Maiden might work, because you'll get maybe 15-20 seconds to chase them before you down them. But like, again, if they're at a fucking Long Wall Jungle Gym, you can't down them in 15 seconds.
No, you can't,
because that window is the safest window in the game. Like, for real.
Exactly.
The window at a Long Wall Jungle Gym is the safest window in the entire game. I know that, like, there are some god loops.
She needs adjustments, that's for sure, when it comes to her power. But, let's talk about the add-ons now. What do you think about the add-ons?
Oh, I made a whole fucking video about that. The add-ons are shit.
I know.
This is some of the worst.
Emergency video.
Every fucking time they do this, I go, wow, they really can't get any worse, can they? But, like, when you look at Blight, Blight has some gimmicky stuff. Like, Blight, whenever he smashes into a wall, he gets faster upon smashing into that wall. That's cute. The turn rate's obviously a requirement. Compound 21's still cute. Like, Blight has some cute garbage, okay? But then you get other ones like the Billy Kit, where it's like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, this is horrible. And this is one of those where it's like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Like,
Look at the nurses' add-ons.
well, it's like,
Most of them are really bad.
yeah, but it's just, why the fuck do they do this? Like, add-ons should accentuate what's already good. First of all, like, even like the commons that we talk about, like the Trapper Bag, the Rat Liver on demo, and then the Toy Sword on this character, like, even all those add-ons are flawed in their concept. They shouldn't exist. The base charge time should be Toy Sword. Trapper should start with 2 bags base, and Demogorgon should be able to move with Rat Liver speed. They're not there to accentuate anything. They're there to correct a balance issue on the character. That's the first fucking thing. And then the second thing is that...
I think it's just a theory. It's just a theory, but I think they got actually burned by Iridescent Head add-on. So they are afraid to create something OP.
Well, it's like, bro...
Just a wild guess here.
But, okay, that's what playtesters are for, though. You're supposed to, like, make something that will be good.
What playtesters, Rosie?
I'm for real. But hire me as a... I will go work for that fucking company as a playtester. Like, they need playtesters. They need people that play the game, and, like, the thing... Especially killers, dude. They desperately need killers. They need killers so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And not tofu killers. Not killers that are going to shut up and say, this is fine. They need people that are going to be harsh on them. And like it's a fucking business, dude. You don't need to be happy and positive all the time. You need someone that's going to go in there and rip your asshole apart. Because that's what we're doing. You need someone that's going to fucking not be a yes man to you.
And what's the deal with these hemorrhage status, blindness status effect? I mean, come on.
But
this is so outdated, and yet they still do it.
But dude, but here's the thing: blindness actually. Okay, hemorrhage is shit. Okay, blindness actually has an invitation back into the game right now. This is why power creep is so good. Okay, I'm gonna talk about power creep with you in a second. But this is why power creep is so good, because Undying just came out, right? Undying's changing the game right now. Okay. Undying is like, okay, Detective's Hunch is...
Undying and Ruin is what keeps this game together.
Detective's Hunch is basically a meta perk now for survivors. For real. Detective's Hunch is basically meta. Small game is basically meta.
I'm not using it, to be honest, because when I have games with Undying and Ruin, gens are being done anyway, so I don't really mind Ruin, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because, here's...
But you need to play with good survivors.
The big lie about Ruin is that it helps you early game. It doesn't. Not really.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Like, Ruin Undying is actually ignorable enough for survivors to where they can power through gens anyway.
I mean, it can help you early game, but you have to use Corrupt Intervention with this.
But I don't like using Corrupt.
And you need to play against stupid survivors when they you go to a gen and there are three people on one gen. It helps.
Yeah, if you use Corrupt Intervention, with Ruin Undying, they'll get totems. That's what I always find. Like, any totem they spawn by becomes a bigger priority. That's why I don't like them together. But like, the point, my point is this: Detective's Hunch and how about instead of nerfing Undying, they release a perk that says when a hex totem is cleansed, the aura of another hex totem around the map lights up. Like, why can't they do that instead of nerfing Undying? Like, do you see what I mean, though?
I think they won't nerf it, to be honest.
I hope they don't,
because they said
I'm
it's
worried
strong, but it's not as obnoxious as the old Ruins.
Well, they said not yet. They said it's climbing.
Now, at least for now.
Yeah, I mean, they're leaving it for right now. They said they're investigating the synergy. I don't know how we're not investigating the synergy between Decisive Strike and Unbreakable, but that's neither here. That's neither here nor there. But my point is still this: So they can release perks that show the auras of hex tomes. If a Ruin Undying is becoming so good, they can release stuff like that, and then why not but then that would bring blindness back into the game, because blindness would block those. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, the concept of Undying now makes those perks, those aura sting perks for totems better, and then it makes blindness better again, because blindness negates those. And blindness isn't doing anything right now because it's just garbage. Like, those status effects you're talking about are outdated and they're just bad. We need to power. We need to power.
Let's face it, Rosie. No one is using Hex Third Seal.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not you're not running Third Seal. It's garbage. Like, blindness and hemorrhage, they're one of those status. There's some of those status effects that if you're gonna use those, they need to be base, because no one's going to give up an add-on slot to run that. Like, nobody.
Yeah.
You need to make those base. That's why they had such a good opportunity here to counter Object of Obsession with Victor and blindness when Victor's latched onto the Survivor. They had a real opportunity to do that this time, and then they didn't. But don't worry though, they gave him hemorrhage. Hemorrhage is fucking garbage.
I think that they should really create more add-ons to basically change how the killer works. They need to do more experimentation with add-ons, just like in case of Mars. For instance, let's imagine an add-on for the twins. When you use this add-on, you can play only as Victor.
Okay, yeah. That'd be fun. But
what about Charlotte? Okay, let's think about that. But anyway, what I'm saying is that they should create more add-ons, basically altering the game.
Yeah.
Because that is very interesting.
But they usually view those as iridescent only. In my opinion, here's how I would do it. I would have the iridescents alter the game because they're iridescent, and they should do that. And then the purples, the greens, and the yellows should all accentuate what the character is actually trying to do. And then the commons, you could have some gimmicky experimental stuff too. Like on my Trapper video, I said the padded jaws add-on should be Trapper can't step in his own traps. That changes how the game works. That's experimental, but it's a common and not an iridescent. The iridescents and the common should be where they slap stuff on that change how the game works, and then the yellows, greens, and purples should be where they keep the that would give you 6 add-ons. Like, if you're gonna do that fully, where you don't make the commons part of any family at all, and it would give you 6 add-ons that do that. And even then, some characters, their purples do it. Scratchmere Myers is fun as shit.
Yeah, but I think he's too weak because tier 1 it's crap. Let's face it.
Yeah.
I actually faced Scratchmere Myers yesterday. It was on Hawkins map.
Yeah.
And he got really destroyed.
Because you can gen rush.
Everyone escaped.
Just fucking gen rush him, dude.
Yeah,
that's how you
easily gen rush.
That's how you beat tier.
That's
how you beat him.
At all. He has no lunge.
Unless he's got boyfriend's memo, bro.
Yeah, but it's still bad.
Yep. And he also runs play with your food
nemesis,
which is
they need to readjust tier 1 because Ghostface has basically tier 1 for free and he's a regular killer.
Yeah, and he's a 115. But see,
exactly.
The issue with Myers is this: if you buff tier 1 too much, it starts to quickly overshadow the rest of his kit. Because think somebody I said we should make tier 1 110, right? And I still believe that. But somebody says if you make tier 1 110, that becomes optimal Myers to walk around at 110 with no tear radius for the entire match. That's
make it so. Let's use your suggestion then. When you hit a survivor, you immediately go to tier 2.
Exactly, and that was my response to that. When you hit a survivor, you instantly go to tier 2, and then problem solved.
Exactly, problem solved. Mm-hmm. And problem solved. I agree. That was really elegant solution to that problem.
Yeah, just boom, hit somebody. You hit somebody. Great, you're on the board. You got your first hit. You get a 5% movement speed buff, and you don't have to get out of tier 1 anymore. good job. That
Yeah,
it'd be
that'd be great.
That'd be great, and
That'd
it would
be
take
great.
2 seconds, and like it would instantly become the best way to get out of tier 1 because you're not wasting stock on anybody, because you can still run out of stock in 2020 on Myers. Ask Ghostface if he has that problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Myers is on like Myers. It's like Ghostface's Myers on ED medication. Fucking Myers' PP
Yeah.
is running out of steam as in during the match. It's fucking embarrassing, dude.
And he's the icon. He needs some love, seriously.
He does. They don't care, bro. They don't care. Ethan says he's doing good.
I almost stated that Myers fine. Come on.
He said top half of performance, bro. Like top half.
Yeah.
I thought it was dangerous to make assertions about through kill rates. That's what they said. Then they said that.
I remember.
I thought it was dangerous to make assertions through purely kill rates, Ethan. Why are we making assertions about Myers through kill rates? Dumbass. They'll make assertions about kill rates when it helps them, but like, bruh, just horrible. Like they're such hypocrites, and they don't even like try. And the player base is so dumb. Like they don't even try to analyze what they're saying because they just take it from them.
Yeah.
They're more concerned about when a gay survivor is coming to the game.
I seriously don't like the attitude. It's very patronizing.
Yeah.
And they like to belittle players with legitimate complaints. And it's really annoying. I don't like it.
Bruh.
And also, what I find very disgraceful, in my opinion, is the banhammer on the forum,
Yeah.
Reddit, and Discord.
Yup.
Maybe let's talk about that.
Dude, the banhammer is that's the most horrifying thing in the entire community, because it's like this is why I will not join those forums, because bruh, if I'm on those forums and I'm making a bunch of noise, and then you have to make a behavior account too soon because they want to link the profiles, which is good. I want my Switch account to be linked to my PS4 account. I have a lot of skins on the Switch. That because one time
I know what you mean, but I'm not doing that.
But yeah, but see, here's
because
the thing.
I mainly play this game on PC. So
If you do that, because they said a big part of it is you're gonna have to make a behavior account. Okay, well, pretend I make a behavior account and I'm on their forums and I'm making a bunch of noise and they decide to ban me from the forums. Okay, they know who I am on the game. What if they decide to just ban me from the game entirely? Like, it opens up the door for so much, much tyranny, for lack of a better word. I know that's probably disrespectful to some cultures, but like it opens up the door for so much bullshit. Is the point? Like that's really, really bad, and it's very sketchy. It's very sketchy.
I know that developers from behavior are not responsible for handling bans, because they are not. Let's face it, they have moderators for that.
Yeah.
But sadly, most of these moderators are idiots.
Yeah.
And they are overusing their position.
Yeah.
And it's a fact, because you know that case with Mr. Gims, right?
Yeah.
He recently got banned on DBD Discord.
Mr. Gims
because
got
he
banned?
asked about Space Coconut. Yeah, Mr. Gims got banned on Discord because he asked a question about Space Coconut, and later he complained about this buggy chapter and asked why it was released in such a piss poor state. And of course, he got banned.
Like, bro, that's just blatant censorship, dude. That's just blatant censorship.
It is censorship, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, these moderators are seriously, they're behaving like communists, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, they really are. They really are. And it's very, very, like, scary when you really think about it, because they should not be doing this. Like, no other game does this. No one's gonna ban you for asking questions about why the game is piss poor, because most companies aren't gonna release the game in a piss poor state like this. They're not gonna do that. They're never gonna be in this position in the first place.
You know Tide's Time, right?
Yeah, I do.
So I was once on his stream, and I was complaining that devs are banning people for no reason. And even though he dislikes behavior, right?
Well,
he said that no, there's always a reason. And sorry, but I don't agree. I was also banned from the forums for a piss poor reason. Apparently, I'm discriminating console players. So I hope you're not feeling discriminated.
I'm
right now,
wow,
Rosie.
yeah, I'm feeling very discriminated, bro. I think
Yeah.
you definitely think you're above me. It's like
So yeah, that was the reason for my ban. But Space Coconut's ban on the forum, this is a fucking disgrace. Seriously,
bruh, fucking
this is a disgrace, and they should really be ashamed.
Tide Time.
Because he was polite. He was just asking questions. He constructed his post with valid criticism, and he got banned by Mandy Talk.
Mandy Talk, bro.
Yeah.
But bro, look at does Tide Time know that about Space Coconut's ban from the Discord? He got banned from the Discord and he never even posted in there.
Yeah.
What about that ban? What was the reason for that? I guess the reason is they don't like Space Coconut. But like that's there's always a reason. Like, what are you talking about, dude? How about a good reason? There needs to be a good reason, not just a reason. I don't like or we ban Space Coconut because I don't like him. It's not a valid reason.
They reached the bottom of the septic tank with that, in my opinion.
Yeah, bro. When you just gonna ban him from the game? We're all waiting for it. He's going. I'm sure he's waiting for it. Just ban him from the game, then you'll have a huge stream of backlash, and then in 3 months it'll be over. If you're good,
I remember the case. They banned one guy. I think he was from Italy. He did something. He posted something on Twitter, probably on his Twitter, and he got banned from the game. They banned him in the game
for a Twitter post.
And and he made a video on YouTube.
Yeah,
flaming behavior. That this is fucking insane because he was not doing anything wrong within the game. So why the fuck did they ban him actually? And they unbanned him.
Good.
Because he basically flamed them really, really hard.
Like, dude, in my position, it's this: I can be as critical of behavior, and I can talk shit about how it takes no skill to be a survivor. I can do all that on my channel, but in the game, I'm not gonna like do any of that. It's in the game. You hook the survivor, and you're done with it. You maybe throw in a few insults if they insulted me first. You know what I mean? In the game, I'm like, you wouldn't even know it was me that was playing against you. The sweaty killer man that hates Survivor. You would never know that because I don't try to belittle anybody. Like, you just play the game. In my opinion, your biggest priority when you play the game are your 4 opponents. Just fucking treat them like opponents and nothing more. You don't have to be a dick. You don't, but like, that's in the game. That's the stuff that should get you banned from the game, what you do in the game. What you do outside of the game should only get you banned from stuff that you're posting on, aka the forums. The problem with these devs is I don't think, devs, moderators, whoever, I'm worried that they're not going to respect that line. I'm worried that what you do on the forums is going to get you banned from the game. What you do on social media is going to get you banned from the game. Because I just don't trust them, dude.
Oh, come on, Rosie. You know that Not Queen won the CM award. She's doing a good job. What are you talking about?
She's doing great, bro. The forums are in a great state right now. What they need to do, another thing that there's so many better ways to handle this. What they need to do is make a forum for killers and a forum for survivors. There needs to be 2 forums. Having the entire player base in one spot is bad. Okay? When you have an asymmetrical game like this, when you have an intermingling of the players, that's when it gets really, really bad. Now, of course, you can still have this if you want. I don't know why you would. Every time you intermingle the players is when it gets bad. Like, I'm in a bunch of DBD Facebook groups, right? Well, it's all intermingled players. So it's like when a killer panel posts something, the survivors in the comments laugh at them. When a survivor main posts something, people in the comments that play killer laugh at them. You need to make a distinct places for these people to go and vent. It's not that we don't want them ever to come together. It's not that we're trying to like make them distant from each other, but like that option is still healthy. It's better than not having it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to sound like Jim Crow here, but like,
I don't actually mind for the two parties being mixed together on a forum, because sometimes you can have a good laugh when you're reading these
Yeah,
forums.
it's definitely not that you get rid
To
of
be
them.
honest.
It's not that you get rid of them. That's not what I'm advocating for. But like I'm saying, when a killer main is frustrated and then they go and post on an intermingled group, like that's gonna breed nothing but negativity for that person. If they went and posted
Yeah.
on a forum run by killers, they would have a much better, like, that post would be better. So like it's not that you need to delete this, because like some of the best changes for the game that have to happen can only happen if both roles understand why they have to happen. So you definitely do need to still have them intermingled. It's just that the option needs to be there for the salty people to go and bitch about ebony moris on the survivor page, and then bitch about keys on the killer page.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I just want these devs and these moderators to be fair and treat everyone equally.
Yeah.
That's all I'm advocating for.
Yeah, that's
But
kind of mentality I think
unfortunately,
should
we
be
are
handled.
not living in a perfect world, it seems.
Nope. And then our moderators are Survivor mains that are on Survivor mains' channel, also moderating their Twitch chat.
Well, Mr. Gims's case with Morph, it really shows the true colors of these moderators.
Yep.
Because one of the moderators, Mandy Talk, is also a moderator to Morph UK.
Oh,
and he's a
wow.
fog whisperer. The most toxic piece of shit, right?
Didn't they
So
get
it's
a killer?
fine. It's fine. His toxicity is fine.
Didn't they get a killer banned by like egging him on, and then when the killer said something, they banned him or something?
Yeah, you can get banned from that. Sure.
Yeah, terrible. They're really awful. Very disgusting human beings, bro.
Because they are not treating people equally. That's the problem here.
Yeah, you just guys just leave during that shit. Can't let the
And what they actually have done with Space Coconut, in my opinion, they've made a martyr out of him.
yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
To
yeah.
be honest.
Exactly. All you're doing by like, this is why I don't understand about censorship. It never works. But
It never works. It never does.
by censoring what he's saying, all you're doing is making him look more correct. Because it's like, well, why are they trying to ban this guy? What's he saying? All it does is bring more attention to the man.
Exactly.
It's like, oh wow, this guy must be really edgy if he's fucking saying something that's getting him banned. I wonder what he has to say.
Yeah. Exactly. They don't understand a simple fact that in the 21st century, in the era of internet and mass media, censorship will not fly.
It doesn't work.
This shit will not fly behavior. I'm sorry.
All it does
you
is
need to change your communist methods.
all it you need to change your fucking pre-internet communist methods, bro. Fucking 80s
exactly.
Soviet Union methods here, dude. It just doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like in our day and age, people are more likely to not trust authority than actually trust it. When behavior is whenever it's like even like it's just their edgelord. It's either their edgelords or it's like, bro, it's like it's not even. It doesn't even have to be because you're edgelords. It's just like, wow, the company is banning this guy and they don't want him to be listened to. I wonder what he has to say. It's just a simple question like that. Like, remember when everyone was telling you shouldn't go see Joker? What did people do when people said don't go see Joker? They went and saw Joker
Everyone
more
went
than
to the
once.
cinemas.
Yeah, it's because you're telling these people not to do something. It's just like, well, why are you telling me not to do that? All it does is make me want to go do it now. People are more inclined to do something if you tell them not to do it. And here's the thing: if behavior tells me to go to the store and enter my shard codes to get a charm from the store, if behavior tells me to go get a charm from the store by entering the code a hollow blight, I'm just not gonna fucking do it, dude.
Oh, come on, Rose.
Fucking
Don't you
cringe.
want your charms?
No, I don't want my charms.
Aww.
I want to be charmed by a big-breasted blonde woman. How about that? No fucking. I don't want to fucking.
That's not gonna happen in this game.
No, not in this game, bro. No fucking charms for my hooks or my belt buckle. Oh yeah, dude, slap on those charms so the killer can find you. The charms are actively bad for Survivor. When you're trying to hide with Claudette and your fucking charms are sticking out. You know how many times I found Survivor because they have a bright-ass charm?
True.
It's like, bro, take your fucking charms off, you fucking dumbass. They make... Don't try to fucking blend into the tree when you have a Christmas tree on your ass, buddy. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking awful.
Oh my god. I'm crying right now.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude. Like, oh god, I just don't get these devs, bro. Think about this, bro. We got a useless feature like charms added before they took the fucking moris out of the game.
Yeah, but you know why?
Why?
The only reason they've added charms, in my opinion, and I think it's 100% true, is to make something for the Rift. Because let's face it, the Rift, even the premium one, is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Most of the Rift is composed of these fucking charms, and they are reskins.
Yeah.
So come on.
I'm probably not getting the next Rift. I shouldn't have got this one, TBH. I don't know why I even got it.
I think the next Rift is dedicated to the Nurse and Oni.
No, I like the Oni. That's good, but I'm not gonna buy the next one.
I'm not buying the next one as well because seriously, it's way too grindy. Currently, I am at level 62 with the current one. I will finish it because Tome 4 is available.
Oh, did it just come out today? Nice.
Yeah, it came out today, so it's available. So I will definitely finish this Rift, but the next one, not really, because currently I'm playing other games as well.
Well, seriously, bro, fucking Cyberpunk's about to come out. I'm not gonna play.
I already purchased it.
Yeah, okay, like I'm not gonna play Cyberpunk, but like the rest of the world is. Like you can, this is a big release. Like I don't even know why. The only thing I know about Cyberpunk is you can make your dick. You can adjust your dick size. That's all I know about it. But it's like, bro, the rest of the world's gonna be playing this game. You're gonna see a dip in player base when this game comes out.
Well, first of all, it's released by CD Projekt Red, right? So the creators of the Witcher series.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So basically, it will be a very good game.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
And it's also a Polish game. So
ooh.
I had to buy it.
Feeling right at home there, Thasman.
Yeah, exactly. I'm proud of my developers. They're not shit like we hate.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be great. I'm sure their developers are going to be really good. And I'm sure that game is going to kick serious ass. And if I actually bought that game, I would like it.
Well, just look at Witcher 3.
No,
it's an amazing game. And it won GOTY.
Like, your player base is going to drop. Like, if your behavior, you have to understand that your player base is about to drop 20%.
It will surely drop. Because let's face it, Cyberpunk, people are fucking hyped for this game.
Cyberpunk's going to be number 1 on Twitch when it comes out.
And when you look at YouTube, it's already generating a lot of fuss.
Yeah, it's got buzz out the ass. And good for them. Good for them. They're going to make a shit ton of money. Good for them. But, like...
Yeah.
Bro, behavior has no chance against Cyberpunk.
But they deserve the money.
Yeah, they do.
These developers do care. They do care. And they create quality product.
Login bonus.
They postponed the game like twice.
Yeah.
To release it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't mind.
No, postponing
because that's a sign of a good quality development.
Yes. Like dude, you can go all the way back to fucking Sonic 06, bruh. Sonic 06 is one of the worst games in history. I'm sure you know that. Sonic 06 is one of the worst games in history, and the reason why it's so bad is they fucking rushed it. Okay, you can make fun of the story because lol, there's a furry in it and she kisses Sonic. It's funny, but like the game is so technically bad because they put it out 6 months early. That's why there's so many bugs and glitches in it. They put it out 6 months early because they wanted it on the shelf for the 20th anniversry. So they rushed the damn thing, and it's bad.
I think Angry Video Game Nerd did a review of this game.
Yeah, he did. It's horrible, just horrible game. If all they had to do was flesh it out, and of course everyone would have laughed at the furry angle anyway, but, bro, how you gonna put a furry in a Sonic game? Like, fucking fuck. Stupid. But it's technically bad because of that. And Cyberpunk's not going to be technically bad because they've delayed it twice to flesh it out.
No.
It's going to be fantastic.
It will be polished because, seriously, they seriously do care. Every game they've ever created is a technical marvel. Seriously, no bugs whatsoever. I mean, I played all of them, and these are very good games.
Is Cyberpunk
So
out yet, or is it like when's that come out?
I have confidence. I have confidence in CD Projekt Red. So they can have my money. I
Yeah.
already purchased the game and I will play the game. Fuck TBD.
When does it come out?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, so that's when you're about to lose your player base behavior.
Exactly.
Is there going, bruh? It just
Okay, but also you mentioned Rosie about power creep. You wanted to talk
oh
about
yeah
power
yeah
creep
yeah.
as well.
That fucking section about power creep. It was in the Q&A. Absolutely pissed me off. Okay, like that was very very insulting to the player base.
Remind me, it was Armo, right?
Yeah, okay. First of all, it was Almo, of course it was. He was sitting there in his little chair and he said people the question was, why does the meta stay the same? Right? Why doesn't the meta change more? And they
Oh
said
yeah, I remember.
they
I
don't
remember.
want to make new. The very first thing said is they don't want to make new perks or requirements because you don't want to power creep you don't want to power creep the game through new perks because it makes all the old perks outdated and useless. And basically, and they say you should not have to buy DLC if you want to remain competitive. That's the first thing they said. Okay, well, ignoring the fact that this game, the way that Dead by Daylight power creeps itself is very similar to the way a card game power creeps, because the way that
Oh yeah. You mentioned that in one of your videos.
Yes.
I remember.
The way that DBD power creeps itself is by releasing sets of new perks, right? Well, potentially, they release sets. They put out
Yes,
three new
and
perks.
you compared the perks to cards.
Yeah, and the perks are basically just cards.
As far
That's the
as I
way
remember.
that's the way they power creep, okay? So, ignoring the fact that they don't want to do that, okay? My argument was, again, you have a shit ton of perks in people's boxes that are useless and not doing anything. If you wanted to, another way that you can fucking power creep the game is by reworking some of that fucking garbage that we all have in our box that no one's fucking using. And then why not turn No One Left Behind into an Undying counter? Like, you know what I mean? Why not turn
Yeah.
why not I'm trying to think of something here. Just randomly off the top of my head. To like how you could counter Ruin or something with that perk. Like, just give it a completely new effect and then put just like you did with We're Gonna Live Forever. They created a high tier perk out of garbage with We're Gonna Live Forever. Just by adding one sentence to it.
Yeah, because that perk was fucking garbage.
That perk was
I agree.
useless. And now
right now
it's,
it has some utility.
yeah, it's
apart
like
from
one
the
of
blood points.
yeah, it's a very good anti-slug perk now because they decided to actually do something
Yeah.
with it. Like, why the fuck?
That is I think that they should also, as I said before with the add-ons, they should do more experimentation with the perks.
Well, yeah.
Because we got a rework of a couple of perks, but unfortunately these perks are still trash.
Well, yeah, because you're right. They never change the effect. Like when like they say, cruel limits. Let's just give that 8 more meters. Wow, I can't believe no one's running that still. I just can't believe it. I can't believe no one's running Mindbreaker still, dude. I don't believe no one's using that when you gave it a tiny buff and it's still horrible. The problem was the foundation that it's built on.
I think the only person who uses Mindbreaker is Otstarva.
Yeah, because he's a fucking bruh. As good as that man is, he is quickly becoming on my shit list.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Why's that?
because he just doesn't. He's not critical enough. He's an important voice in the community, and he's sitting there winning games with Mindbreaker, and it just makes the rest of us look like we're not like we need to shut our mouths, and like it's just like because he's so good, right? He's so good, but like
He is good.
he's
yeah.
good at like True talent is good, but True's perception of the game is never lost. Otsvara's perception of the game is just becoming skewed because of how good he is at it. Like, yeah, you can win with Mindbreaker.
You win against him, so.
Well, yeah, you won against him because you exploited the true balance of the game. But like instead of saying, "Wow, the game's not balanced," he'll say, "Good job, survivors." The last thing the survivors need to be hearing is "Good job."
He was not happy. He was not happy after that game. That's for sure.
Well, that's good. I don't know. I
He
don't want.
didn't even wrote it in the chat.
Oh, he didn't write in chat. Oh, that means he's mad.
No, he wasn't happy. No, he wasn't happy. No,
No, like
because he was playing the spirit and he only got 1 kill.
get
So
wrecked.
he was not happy with that.
Well,
Trust
good.
me.
Well, it's like and like those videos that he puts out, 50 win streak on whoever, bruh, you can win. You can get a 50 win streak with anybody. It doesn't mean that the game's balanced. It just means that you got 50 games where
Yeah.
the matchmaking sucked in a row. Good job.
I mean, you can just stop right now and go to Marv's channel, and he has his perk list series where
Yeah.
basically he plays every single killer perk list from rank 20 up to rank 1. So it's more than 50 games.
Yeah, it's possible.
And sure, you can still do it. You can get to rank 1 perk list with any killer.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the game is balanced.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I don't like that series, and I think that's doing more harm than good for the community. I think the devs are seeing that because he's a fog whisperer now, so the devs are seeing that and go, "Wow, look how good we're doing." I think even if it's not intentional on his part, I think what he's doing is having more negative effects than good ones.
I remember one time when I was on the forums, and one guy was really frustrated with the game because he was playing killer, and every time he was getting stomped by survivors. So he created a topic on the forum asking, "What the hell should I do? Every game is a shit show. I'm losing all the time. There's nothing I can really do." So the response from one of the devs was, "Just watch good content creators like Odstarva or others." Okay, fine. But casual players don't have like 4,000 hours of time to actually grasp the game, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. And they're trying to make killer the more difficult that it really has to be
Yep.
by imposing silly limitations.
And another thing that they need to do is like, bruh, people need to be encouraged to get on killer. Even the survivors acknowledge
yeah.
that more people need to be playing killer. Okay, a lot of survivors. I mean, not every survivor, obviously, but there was a Facebook post the other day that was saying
one thing.
more people
the
need to
queue
be on
times
killer.
on the survivor in the evenings are insane.
Yeah, it's
you can
really
wait
bad.
like 10 or 15 minutes to get a match.
But it's like, okay, so like,
What's the reason?
here
Not
is
enough killers.
here's what I propose. I propose that every killer game should be 2x BP, like just right out the gate. If you play killer, like you should get an in archetype 2 times blood point bonus, just right out the gate. I think that would help a lot. Then you have to fix.
Oh yeah,
You have
I
to
agree.
fix the emblems, okay? The emblems, like I know we don't care about them, but like it's still frustrating when you win the game and then the game tells you sucked. That's another
I think-
big part of it.
I think the emblems are very complicated issue here because every killer, in my opinion, should have the emblems tailored specifically for him or her.
Yeah. It's like you're
Because
measuring.
insta-down killers are getting fucked by the emblems.
Yep. Fucking
Let's face it.
fucking Bubba can't stand it. Bro, the twins hate the emblems. The twins get red as camping still. When they're not.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
It's bullshit. I mean, MMR fixes all this. Like, literally every single... all of this. It fixes every single issue.
When we will see it? That's the real question here.
But, okay, did I ever tell you what they did wrong? Because they screwed MMR up when they did it the first time.
Yeah, they basically killed the game.
What they did...
Because people were getting low-rank survivors. It was a shit show.
Here's what they did. I know they screwed it up, and I know how they screwed it up. They put everybody at 0. But legit, when they started MMR, they put everyone at 0. That's the only way what we saw makes any sense. Because everybody was getting matched with everybody because they started everyone at 0. What they needed to do was correlate it to rank. They needed to start with rank. Instead of starting everybody at 0 and letting it fail immediately, what they needed to do was say, okay, rank 20, you start with 0. Rank 16, you start with 500. Rank 12, 1,000. A purple rank, 1,500. Red rank, 2,000. That's what they needed to do. They needed to start everybody with a value that correlated to the rank.
They said they were monitoring survivors and killers for couple of months before they turned on the MMR system.
They lied.
But it's behavior, so they obviously were lying.
They lied. There's no way they did that. It's so obvious how to actually do it. And then like the same thing for when you individualize it, because people are like, well, I don't want my rank 20 my fucking clown that I don't play much to play against babies. You individualize it and then you get rid of the rank reset. That's how you deal with that. You get rid of rank reset. You've already acknowledged that it's a flawed concept by saying that people leave the game and are still good when they come back. So you acknowledge that, get rid of rank reset, and then you individualize the MMR. And then it makes sense where if you want to play a character, you go in and lose. Because the whole concept is you want to play a character, you need to go in and lose right now makes zero sense. Because it's not individualized. Your Oni is just as affected as your Oni is affected by what your nurse is doing, and that's very stupid. I know that there are core fundamentals that transcend killer. I know that. That's why you do my proposed solution of making it individualized for killer, but making it individualized based on the rank of the player. That's how you do it. And it's so obvious that if you're not doing it, I think that you have an agenda. Like it's one like
that is why I think that Identity 5 has a very good MMR system.
Dude, there's just
because
perfect.
When I played Geisha, and I was like very bad with her, I played with survivors who were not so good, to be honest. But when I ranked up, I suddenly got better teams. So they have really good MMR system.
Their system's great.
It's really impressive. I was impressed by.
We should steal their system. I cannot believe that. Behavior's butt-fuck buddies with China right now, and they're learning nothing from Identity V. It's really funny that Identity V stole Behavior's concept, and now Behavior has a shit ton they need to learn from them. Because they do it right. They improved it tremendously. Identity V is only flawed with gameplay. They need the two companies have so much they need to learn from each other. Identity V needs to learn that they need to release stuff to actually control ciphers and let people leave the fucking chair. That's what they need to do. They need to introduce some form of good cipher control.
Camping is really annoying in Identity 5.
But it's like it's not even.
That's the meta. That's the meta.
I'm annoyed by it because of how good the character design is. Bro, I wish Bonbon, Guard 26, I wish he was in Dead by Daylight. I really do. The fucking penguin, the fuck robot penguin, I wish he was in DBD. If they ever do a cross promotion, I wish they would choose him. They probably wouldn't. They would probably choose who do you think they choose?
He's a fun character. But he really excels at camping. That's for sure.
If they ever did a cross promotion, I feel like they'd choose the Ripper. What do you think? Maybe Geisha, but Geisha kind of goes through the walls. It's kind of infringing on nurse territory.
I don't think so. She's like a nurse, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of who they'd pick. They wouldn't pick the clown because they have a clown and the clown plays like Billy.
I haven't played this newest killer on the wheelchair.
But see, I feel like they wouldn't pick a new one either. I feel like they'd pick an older one since people kind of know him. They could pick Spider if they were fucking crazy.
That will never happen.
Spider would break DVD though, because Spider is insanely. Spider is like one of the only. Okay, I know they nerfed her, but when Spider was in her prime, she was like the only character that could stand up to the Identity V meta with Priestess and Priestess and all this shit that the DVD killers don't have to deal with. If they put Spider in DBD, she breaks the game because Spider's equipped to be dealing with fucking Perfumer, not little Claudette with 2 hits.
Yeah.
Spider's over-equipped. They'd have to nerf her tremendously to put her in Dead by Daylight. The point is though, DBD needs, Identity V needs to get away from camping in terms of their meta, so you could actually go out and use the amazing character design that they have. Because the problem is there's such good character design, but it's wasted when you're camping the chair and not doing anything, and you're not using it.
That is why I love the Geisha, because when I play as Geisha, I don't need to camp.
Yeah, because you can fly up, find your next survivor, and then go down. She has the closest thing to barbecue and chili in the game, and that's why she's fun, because you can find your next play easier. And then DBD needs to learn everything on the menus and the MMR and how to do a tournament, like everything outside of Identity V's game, that's what behavior needs to look at. They need to, the only potential benefit of them having this big boy buttfuck relationship with China is not being used, and that's a partnership with Identity V, and they're just not doing it. Stupid.
Yeah, they should learn from this because, as I said before, Identity 5 has many aspects that are really, really great.
The birds, just the simple of how to do the birds when they're not touching the gens.
I wanted to ask you that question.
And
Holding
fucking-
the game hostage.
Fucking Ethan was a retard when he was talking about that. Well, how
Oh
much
my
time
God,
is
yeah,
too much
it
time
was-
when you're not touching a generator? Hey, bro.
I actually got pissed
Because-
while watching that stream and when he was asked that question.
Because, like,
Seriously.
it was so, like... It was such a blatant dodge of the question. Like, bro, of course you wouldn't get birds if you're making saves and healing your teammates. Of course you wouldn't. That's activity. You're abusing the wording on the question, bro. That was such a snarky answer, snake-like answer.
I had a game as a blight like 4 days ago, and I had 2 survivors left alive on the Huntress map, Red Forest.
Uh-huh. Oh, good
And I
luck.
was looking for them for 15 minutes.
So good luck, bro. It
was fun, yeah.
It
was
really,
fun.
and then he's like, does this present killers with a new way to find survivors? Of course it does. If you don't understand why late game tracking needs a buff for killer, you don't play killer. And if you are advocating that the killers don't need a late game tracking buff, you are either a survivor main or you're actively trying to hurt the game. For real.
Exactly. I was thinking about this, and I have more elegant solution, in my opinion.
What's your
when
elegant
you have
solution?
2 survivors left in a match, after 2 minutes of doing absolutely nothing, I mean progressing the game, like, I don't know, doing the gen for at least 20 seconds,
Yeah.
you get whispers for free.
Like it just pops up.
Yeah, I mean, you get whispers. You can hear the entity.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To direct you in the general location where the survivors are hiding. So that's a step in the right direction.
That was a step in the right direction.
And after another minute, when they're doing absolutely nothing, you get aura reveal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it needs to happen because taking the game hostage is a really big problem because survivors are basically abusing this out of spite.
Yeah, and it really shows you who the power role is. Like I've always said,
Yeah.
if a 4-man Swift wanted to take the game in a direction where they would never be found, they could do that. If that's what if their entire goal was to like just avoid the killer all game and just stealth the killer out the entire match, they'd never get found. And it would be a really, really slow game. It's a good thing that the meta game is gen rushing, so at least when you have a 4-man Swift, the game's over in 4 minutes. Because if they were just if their win condition was to stall the game out, the 4-man Swift could keep you there for 40 minutes.
Yeah, they can.
Because
I mean, it doesn't happen that often, luckily.
Yeah.
But sometimes I get survivors that are doing it to me out of spite because
Yeah.
I'm doing 2 LS killer.
When
So
you-
they said, "Fuck you, killer. We're gonna hide." I call it pussy gaming.
pussy gaming, that's exactly, bro. And like those games, you'll never forget them when they happen. I had a game as Trapper within my first 5 weeks of playing that went 45 minutes because they chose to hide.
Oh my god.
They chose, and that game was so bad. I got a message from the guy saying, "I'll tell you where the guy is." I'm like the other guy, like he got bored. Like I mean, at least he did that. I mean, he was hiding too, so it's like he's kind of a dick. He's like seriously. He said, "I will if you let me have Hatch. I'll tell you where the other guy is." That's literally what the message said. It's
Yeah, perfect game design behavior.
like shit game design, bro. The killer needs a buff to where they can just get rid of that. That's why Doctor is good, because Doctor has Whisper Static Blast, which is if they're taking the game hostage, Doctor says fuck you to that. Bro, Doctor's so good.
Yeah.
Doctor's design is
Doctor's
so good.
yeah.
His design is so good that I actively believe that a ton of members of the development team fought against putting it in the game. That's how good that design is. Over half that team did not like it and fought against putting it in the game. Because I can't believe that that Doctor was reworked by the same people that just made the twins. I really don't believe it.
Yeah, he's solid after the changes. He's very solid killer.
Look, he's in my top 5.
Okay, but talking about the game mechanics in general, let's talk about the early game mechanic.
Oh Jesus! Well, the devs certainly aren't.
We were promised the early game mechanic. Where is it?
It's nowhere, dude. You don't get no early game mechanic. Michael Myers don't need no early game mechanic, bruh. You're not, bruh.
I know he's overperforming, right?
Yeah, you're not getting an early game mechanic, bro. They're too interested in. But seriously, the 1 year anniversary of that announcement is quickly coming. It's closer than you think it is. We're about to that was announced in what, May? Yeah, May.
I believe so. It was May.
It was over half a year ago now. I haven't heard one update about it because people are too busy. Again, they're too busy asking about game stats, and we're getting segments about teabagging stats in our Q&As. Fucking ridiculous,
yeah, that's
bro.
Important.
That is important. Teabag. Like, how many times is teabagging happening? Bruh. First of all, I don't even know if the stats are accurate. Secondly, who cares? I would rather know when the early game mechanic is in, so those teabagging stats can go down.
I'm beginning to think that these Q&As with the devs are a massive waste of time, because every time they are picking questions they don't have answers to.
Yeah.
Or they are picking the same questions asked on the previous Q&A. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and they're so...
There were other questions, really good ones.
Also, the way that they do those is so stale. Like, Ethan will take a question, and then McLean takes a question. Ethan takes a question, McLean takes a question. They don't, like, part of those, to me, should always be, what's the conversation? What's happening? Like, when you get at, like, steps being taken to reduce the grind. Okay, that question that Ethan horribly didn't even answer. He just said that the grind was bad.
That question was asked like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, but what you need to say is, okay, we're worried about this, and to be fair, they kind of said something about the offerings a bit later. I didn't talk about that question though, but they were talking about like they should have been talking about it's a debate in our team whether perk tiers are important. Like, some people on the team want to get rid of perk tiers, some of us don't. There's an impasse about that currently going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's just nothing, like, fucking tell us what the fuck is happening.
Exactly, yeah. We have no information, like, whatsoever.
Like, just tell us what the fuck is happening. And again, they have all the tools in the world. This is a repeated point from my Q&As. They could be the best development team at communication in the world. Nintendo doesn't do this. Sony doesn't do this to my knowledge. Well, I mean, it's unfair to call them teams, but, like, there's, like, the Smash developers don't take questions about Smash. Mortal Kombat rarely does this. They do something like, they'll do, like, when they have a new DLC, they'll have a video showcasing that DLC. Like, they'll have a 20-minute video with the devs about it. But, like, never have I seen anything like the devs taking an hour of their time to answer community questions. On paper, that's really fucking incredible. The problem is they're not doing it. They don't answer the question.
They're doing it.
They acknowledge the questions exist and move on.
It's just fluff.
It's BS. And it's like, people watch this shit, and it's like, bro, I watch them because I want them to be important. It's so...
To be fair, in the past, they used to be important. Because when they started the game, it was an entirely different team.
Yeah.
Right now, they know they can afford to be dicks.
Yeah.
And it's the sad part.
Yeah, they probably used to be important because, especially back when DS was almost killing the game, that whole thing. when the Halloween patch came out and almost killed the game.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
I
Lori.
remember these dark days.
Fucking Christ, bro.
But to be honest with you, Myers was OP back in the days.
Yeah,
especially with the machine gun belt.
Well, yeah, there was one of Myers' perks was nerfed. Which one was it? Was it play with your food?
Basically, all of them were nerfed.
because Myers' perks used to be silly. I remember when Myers came out.
First of all, save the best for last. You got the reduction by 40% at the very start, but you could combine it with the unrelenting.
Oh.
So there was infamous machine gun build in the past.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine Tier 3 Myers with that. Ooh.
So the Halloween chapter came out and almost killed the game. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. They wanted it to be, like, good. Because they did. They wanted it to be good. Like, they designed it to be top tier, bro. Like,
yeah, but they over-nerfed it. I mean, they over-nerfed the perks. They also nerfed Mars.
They
And
definitely
for the
did.
longest of time, Myers has been nerfed and in a piss poor state that he is now.
Like, okay, they released. I'm looking at. I have stickers on my wall. I'm looking at. I'm just trying to get the order of some of these characters, but they just they nerfed too much, bruh. That's my point. Like, some stuff needs nerfed, and when that stuff that needs nerfed comes up, I think the thing with nerfs is it's always very, very obvious what needs nerfed. Like when Metal of Man came out and everybody just started laughing because they're like, bro, this is fucking broken. But like when you have a conversation,
Because it was broken, yeah.
yeah. But like when you have a conversation about is Undying OP, is Undying not OP, like that doesn't need nerf. That just needs an environment around it that can compete with it. Okay, I was gonna make a video about this. There's a certain thing.
In my opinion, Undying and Ruin is not OP.
Yeah, it's not. It's like against 4-man Swift, it's barely good.
It can be OP on certain colored characters. For instance, I was playing a game yesterday against the Legion, who had Thanatrophobia, Dying Light, Undying, and Ruin. And I can tell you, this was a fucking miserable match. Seriously, that combo was fucking filthy.
Yeah,
I
fucking
basically killed myself on the first hook.
fucking Dying Light, bro.
because I didn't want to deal with that shit.
Bro,
Seriously.
Bro, Dying Light is underrated. And I don't care, like, Otsavara calls it horrible, like, horrendous. Like,
It's not horrible. It's actually one of the better perks in the game, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, because this is what I made a response to that. Because I'm like, how can you sit there and tell me that Dying Light is horrible, but, like fucking Retribution? You're seriously telling me that Retribution is better than Dying Light?
No,
Dying Light directly tackles the generators. It could be garbage at doing that, and it's still better than half the perks in the game. That's why Thanatophobia, even though it's shit, is still better than half the perks in the game. Because it hits the gens. It at least does that. It hits the gens. It's...
Gen times is all that matters.
Yeah, gen times... Oh, yeah, seriously. That's why... Like, you want to be creative with perk design, but just... Base regression needs a buff. If you buff base regression, you can nerf some stuff. But base regression is so not viable.
I actually asked McLean on his stream about the regression, that maybe it should be made bigger. And his response was, yeah, but if you were to do this, then Ruin would be like 400%.
Nerf Ruin. That's when you can buff regression should be made. Ruin 2 regression should be base. Ruin 2. And then you nerf Ruin after you do that.
Yeah, of course, you can always tweak the perks. What's the problem with that?
Yeah, like, bruh, if you made base regression better, Ruin Undying probably falls out of favor. And I'm not even lying to you, because the hex mechanic is still not reliable. Yeah. If you make base regression better,
it's very unreliable. Yeah,
Pop becomes better again, probably. Bruh, just the best thing about Ruin, if you make the regression better, the best thing about Ruin would be that you just don't have to kick anything.
Well, it saves you time.
Yeah, it does.
I agree. And sometimes when you scare survivors of generators, it helps a lot.
Also, Ruin is better. Ruin is a better tracking perk than a lot of the tracking perks in the game, and it's not even trying to do that. Just if you look at a generator and it's not sparking, that means somebody's on it. That is better than 50% of the perks designed to be tracking perks in the game, like Gearhead. Hex Ruin is a better tracking perk than Gearhead. For real, it is.
OP, remember that, Rose.
Yeah, bro, Gearhead got nerfed, but bro, how can you eat old Gearhead? The PTB Gearhead is not even in the same stratosphere as Undying. How the fuck did Undying get past the same devs that nerfed Gearhead?
I have no idea.
For real.
Seriously, I don't.
Undying, I read Undying, I laughed.
I cannot comprehend how the fuck these devs can look at these perks and say, okay, Undying's fine, but Gearhead is overperforming.
Yeah, Gearhead is going to be great. Bro, I read Gearhead. When I read Gearhead, I was like, this is average. When I read Undying, I'm like, this is going to change the meta. They nerfed Gearhead, Undying fucking
and it did.
Got in.
It changed the meta.
It did.
And I'm glad it did.
But for real though, Hex Ruin not being meta just doesn't feel right, so I'm glad it's back.
Yeah, me too. to be honest, it's even more fun for me as a survivor, Hex Undying and Ruin, because at least now I can do something else apart from gens. I can look for totems.
Yeah. But
So I don't understand all the complaints that it's OP, because it's really not.
it's not OP, and it's just it's a very very it's good. It's like it's good for the game. It's carrying the game on its shoulders.
It's balanced.
Yeah. Fuck, I still think
But
Pop's
maybe
needed with
maybe
it.
not on Legion with Thanatophobia, but
I still run Pop with it. I don't run I still think Thanos shit. So I'd run Pop.
I actually got rid of Pop.
You did? With it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still thinking about. I know the twins don't use it, so the twins are gonna be like my character that doesn't use Pop.
Yeah,
with
Pop
it.
is actually terrible on the twins.
Oh, it's horrible, bro. I think I had
it's
one
horrible.
situation
you never
ever.
get to use it.
I had one situation ever where I was like, damn, I wish I had Pop. Out of like in the like probably 50 games I've played as them now. Only one of those games I was like, wow, I really
100%.
wish I had Pop. But like, bruh, Pop's so bad on them. It's so garbage. Like, I never thought I'd say Pop is bad on a character, but it is.
Yeah, on the twins for sure. Mm-hmm.
It's useless on the twins. It's horrible. It's probably some like bro, why can't Victor see
so
Genoras?
We've been here for 2 hours, Rosie.
That's good.
Is there anything else you would like us to discuss?
I think we're probably good for right now. We talked about so much shit. I think we should do this again though.
Oh yeah.
We'll watch it back and
Well, definitely.
we could do one. I think my tier list video is coming out soon. We could do you.
What is going on?
I'm gonna make my tier list soon. I make a summer one and a winter one.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't
So
wait.
you could do a tier list and I could do a tier list and then we could compare. That could be our next one.
Okay, that's not a bad idea.
All right, that's what we'll do.
Well, that was a fun podcast. We need to do this more often.
We will. We certainly will because it's fun to rip on these devs.
Oh yeah, they deserved it.
Of course.
Let's face it.
All right, I'm gonna play at some point.
They need an extra asshole.
Yeah, they do, bro. Don't encourage Dave Richards, bro. Dave Richards would love an extra asshole.
Sorry. Sorry, I won't.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right, dude. This has been fun.
So that's about it. I think.
That's right, dude. Good shit. I will talk to you. I'll talk to you later. Take care.
Okay.